I am hoping that I can help the veteran or active duty service member arrive at an informed buying decision as it relates to what type of financing you should use when you're getting ready to purchase a home, right? So there's kind of three different options that are available on the menu. You've got conventional loans, number one. You've got FHA loans, number two. And you've got VA loans, my personal favorite, number three. So what type of financing should you use? Well, here's the deal. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want the numbers to make sense. So here's what I'm doing today. I'm going through kind of a hypothetical scenario. It's an example, but I do think it'll help veterans to arrive at an educated decision on what type of financing they should use when the time comes that they're ready to get out there and put rounds downrange utilizing their VA home loan benefit. Comment down below with your questions and I'll make sure that they get answered for you. Lastly, if you want to learn more about VA loans, consider subscribing to the channel. All right, now let's move forward. So what I did was I put together three scenarios for you to take into consideration. Scenario number one, $400,000 conventional loan, and these are all interest rates that are that daily average interest rate according to reports online. You can see here, $400,000 loan amount at an average interest rate on a conventional loan at 6.62%, right? Monthly payment on that $400,000, $2,559.92. That's principal and interest, keeping in mind that there could be other factors involved in the monthly payment. Monthly payment, $2,559.92. Now, let's take a look at an FHA loan. You guys with me so far? $407,000. Why is the loan amount higher than $400K on this one? Because you have to roll in something called FHA, private mortgage insurance, or the mortgage insurance premium of 1.75%. Gotta make sure we're being fair. FHA loans, slightly lower interest rate, according to Mortgage News Daily, 6.13%. You can see here, $2,660.83 of the monthly payment. Now, here comes the time for our VA loan. Good to go, $408,600 VA loan amount. Now, why is that loan amount higher? The reason why it's higher, you guys, is because that includes the VA funding fee of 2.15%. But here's the deal. If you are a service-connected veteran, if you have a VA disability of as little as 10%, that VA funding fee is waived. You'll never have to pay it ever again. If you're an active duty service member, you have a Purple Heart, that too is also waived. Good to go. But for the sake of this example, we're including the VA funding. But what I want you to see here on a VA loan, $408,000 loan amount, right? You can see here that according to Mortgage News Daily, the average interest rate across the nation is 6.15%. So take a look at that, you guys. 6.62 on a conventional, 6.13 on an FHA, and 6.15, you can see here that VA interest rates tend to trade lower than conventional and possibly FHA. Now, take a look at the monthly payment, $2,488.08. Now, if you compare VA to FHA, you can see that the monthly payment, I put all of this together for you guys so that way we didn't have to do it on the fly, right? But the monthly payment is $172 a month, less expensive than an FHA loan. Here's where I get really upset as a mortgage loan originator who specializes in VA loans. When mortgage loan originators put veterans into FHA loans, they're essentially burning money. They're lighting a match to their money every month, in this particular example, to the tune of approximately $172. That, in my opinion, is unacceptable. Don't let people get away with that. Good to go. Compared to a conventional loan, you know, it's interesting. People think that conventional loans, just because it says conventional, they're more competitive, right? You guys, look at the math on this. It's about $72 a month, more expensive to use a conventional loan. So why in the world would a veteran ever consider using a conventional loan over a VA, especially if they didn't have to pay a VA funding fee? So the point that I'm trying to make is this: in many circumstances, VA loans save veterans and active duty military money when it comes to purchasing a home, both on a monthly payment basis, right? And the amount of interest that they're paying over the life of the loan. So these three options, conventional, FHA, and VA, you can see that in this specific scenario that we used, according to average interest rates across the nation, VA loans are cheaper than both of these types of financing and don't require any down payment. Good to go, which allows more veterans and active duty service members to build and create wealth, right? Utilizing their VA home loan through the acquisition of real estate. Good to go. My name is Jimmy Vercellino. If you have more questions about how the VA home loan works, I want you to know I'm here to be a resource. Drop a comment down below. Lastly, if you feel like I've earned it, show your love. Consider liking the video, right? Subscribing to the channel if you want to learn more about VA home loans. I hope you found this information to be of value, and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.